Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the MLG Studios here in New York City. You're watching the World Championship Series of America. Of course, the qualifying tournament to determine which 8 players are going to be in Season 1 in the Premier League. Of course, to join the existing 24 that were invited. Already, WCS Korea and WCS Europe have begun with their Premier League play, so be sure to check those out. Of course, Europe started a little bit earlier today. It was a lot of fun watching that, I think. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say any results. Definitely go check that out. And of course, WCS Korea has been very entertaining. A lot of great players over there, of course. Typical time zones for that are a little bit interesting. For us, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. for WCS Korea, and then it's about noon our time for WCS Europe. And then this starts 8 p.m. Eastern every single day. So hopefully you guys always have something to watch. We're having a lot of fun here trying to find out which players are going to qualify for the Premier League of WCS America. Hwangsin versus Apocalypse is happening right now. Of course, a best of 3. Apocalypse currently up 1-0. He's 1 win away. Let's find out what happens in Game 2.
Of course, the second map is going to be Akalon Waste. This is another good map to use that Blink Stalker attack Hwangsin used in Game 1. But Apocalypse proved he knew how to defend it in that first game. The key thing there was that he built up his army, used the SCVs to take the damage until he got a big enough army that the damage output was too high for even Blink Micro to mitigate it.
So, Nick, if you had to predict, do you think Hwangsin is going to win 2 in a row, or do you think Apocalypse will close it out either this game or the next game?
I feel Hwangsin will win the next 2 in a row.
Okay. Why?
I think because Hwangsin will not do that Blink Stalker time. He'll play very defensive early game.
Okay.
Get on 2 bases, build up a big army.
Yes.
Apocalypse will play overly aggressive.
Okay.
Maybe overextend. And then the massive 2-base army will plow through him after that overextension.
All right. We'll see what happens in the bottom right-hand location of Akalon Wastes. We have the Red Protoss player, who was a big part of It's Gosu when they still existed and still remains with that team as they merged into Quantic Gaming. He's down 0-1. He's 1 loss away from being eliminated from this tournament, but he's 2 wins away from qualifying for the Premier League of WCS America Season 1. He is Hwangsin. Loves his timings in very unique play style. You don't see many people get 2 Stargates and Colossi Tech on 1 base.
No, that was really cool.
That was really cool. 1-1. That was pretty cool. I might try that out on ladder. I don't know if I have what it takes to pull it off, though. His opponent in the top left-hand location, the Blue Terran player who loves his sneaky builds, his early gases, his Reaper play. Also from Team Quantic Gaming, has been a part of the organization a little bit longer. He is 1 win away from qualifying for the Premier League of WCS America Season 1. He is Apocalypse.
So a couple things to note. So far, Apocalypse hasn't done any scouting yet. That's indicative of the fact that, you know, he already knows where his opponent starts this 2-player map, and he's just going to use that Reaper to really figure out what's going on. The Reaper is a really great way to scout. I mean, you can see that it's being built right now. That's why he got that gas first. I assume it'll be followed up with a command center, reactor on the barracks. On the other hand, Hwangsin very quickly putting 6 probes on gas. So perhaps he is going to do some more 1-base play. You know, I really thought he played defensive 2-base style, but typically Protosses who are looking to just get 1 or 2 units, Mothership Core, and expand, don't put 6 probes on gas quite as fast because, of course, we can see there's much less probes mining minerals currently for Hwangsin, which means it's going to delay his Nexus. In fact, already Proxy Pilot going up.
Stargate.
Yeah,
it has to be.
Definitely going to be that Proxy Stargate.
He's not building a Mothership Core, so going to be saving up that gas. And yes, there is the Stargate. A very fast Stargate here from Hwangsin. Not only that, not only is it like a really, really fast Stargate, but he's proxying it. So it's going to be so close to his opponent's main base. The question is, can Apocalypse scout that this is going on? At this point, he's going to see the 2 gases. He's not going to see a 3rd pylon.
He's not going to see Mothership Core.
Not going to see a Mothership Core. So all of these clues kind of tell him that the Stargate is there, but, you know,
There's one thing
can he identify that?
One thing that's unfortunate for him is he's getting a tech lab instead of the reactor on that barracks, which, of course, is going to really significantly crimp his marine production. Now, if he can get stim done, he'll be in great shape, but until then, he's going to be on shorter marine count. But because he did such a great job scouting.
There's a turret.
He's already building a turret. So if you do have that missile turret, you don't really need a lot of Marines. The
that
missile
engineering
turret,
bay really fast.
yeah. I mean, instant he saw the build, he knew exactly what was going on.
And he scouted it too with
yeah,
his Reaper.
That was a confirmation. Yeah. He was already reacting, but he just wanted to make sure he wasn't reacting to some madness. And I think Apocalypse is in great position. My prediction could backfire on me immensely because he's looking to have 2 orbitals. He's looking to actually have a good tech position with Stim on the way. And I don't know what this Oracle can really do here. If he micros it really well, he can pick off a couple of those gas SCVs.
Yeah.
But not going to do really too much damage.
You can see the turret. All right, I have a question. If you're in Hwangsin's position right now, your build is just completely scouted. Your opponent knows exactly where your Stargate is. How do you follow it up?
It's really rough. I mean, the one thing you can do, you can go for a 1 base all-in with a lot of gateways and oracles. And then the goal of this is you hope that Terran moves down to the low ground before they really get a decent army, and then you can catch them off guard and win. Apocalypse having scout effect, there's 2 more gateways before expansion, is probably not going to move to the low ground until he has medevacs. I mean, he's probably just going to put down, go straight for the factory, continue going up, or at least wait till he has a lot of Marines and then move to the low ground.
Stim is pretty vulnerable here.
It is. He may be able to get it.
Look, he's starting to get down.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
I think he needs to lower depot to get more coverage on that.
He's just going to take down the supply depot, or at least try to. The SCV is desperately trying to repair, but a lot of SCVs getting taken out. Look at the powerfulness of these of the pulsar beams from
Stim is going to finish, which is the important thing. I mean, that pylon was always going to die, pretty much. It never had a chance of surviving. Apocalypse, poking at these oracles, letting know what's up. He's getting that factory, and he's producing a lot of Marines at once. So he's going to look to turtle in his base.
That Reaper.
Reaper being very annoying.
4 kills.
Stimming down the ramp.
Oh no, he's going to try to catch Hwangsin off guard, but Hwangsin going to turn around and take some shots.
Yeah, I was really shocked he did that when he already scouted triple warp gates from Hwangsin. It seemed to be a pretty curious move. Thinking you could, at the 8-minute mark, against the person who went 3 gates Stargate before expansion, really take him out with 9 Marines. He's going to, of course, he's going to lose that. I don't know why he's trying to keep that alive. He's losing so many resources.
And some mining time, of course, the SCVs.
Yeah, he's going to have to keep this up for so long to actually get combat shield. I would have expected him. Oh, he's just going to feed him a lot more Marines.
Yeah, 2 more Marines dying there.
What is happening now is Apocalypse has donated so many units, he might lose his timing. Typically, when both players open like this, the Terran player waits for 4 medevacs and it moves across the map with about 30 to 40 Marines.
Yep.
And that medevac count.
There's a step with the Marine taking out 1 Stalker, taking out 2. Force field is trying to occur here.
No, that was a great move for Apocalypse. He needed to try to vindicate his aggressive Marine motions by actually getting a couple kills. He got those 2 Stalker kills there, and that's going to force Hwangsin back. And now he actually is going to get combat shields done from this location. Oracle's coming in to check on the starport timing. That's really the key point Hwangsin wants to know, because up until a starport's done, he can contain Apocalypse. Apocalypse cannot take his expansion until he gets those medevacs. But once he does,
Apocalypse's challenge accepted. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, he's not crazy to try to go down the ramp again, is he?
No, I don't think so, because there's sentries here. I mean,
yeah, that'd be pure folly. Hwangsin trying to get Colossus up in time. If he can get that 1 Colossus out, he can actually go on and continue the game.
Still no Mothership cores. A little bit interesting. I think by now it'd be nice to have it out in preparation for whatever medevac timing happens. Photon overcharge is a nice thing to be able to have.
It is. Especially with only a single medevac out right now, there's not enough to really ferry the whole army into the main. So you can really just hold them at the ramp. Oh. A nice force field there.
More Marines getting killed. Apocalypse only stemmed a few of his units, but here comes that medevac we were talking about from before. 8 Marines inside. He's going to drop just outside the natural. Hwangsin has an observer frolicking around in the area, so he's going to know this is happening. But can Hwangsin get enough out in time to deal with this? And Immortal is canceled or just finished. Immortal is canceled in favor of making it a Colossus. A Stalker taken out. Mothership Core trying to be made. Probes are going to be vulnerable here. Hwangsin going to try to run away, but pulling back his army to deal with this.
A 3 Stalker should be enough with good micro to keep that medevac out. Of course, the Marines were very low on life. Not taking very much damage. The tricky part for Hwangsin now is if Apocalypse he now has 3 medevacs. If he was to hit right now, it would be very difficult for him to defend. You'd have to hit picture-perfect force fields, and even then it would be difficult with only single Colossus out in time. But Apocalypse not actually going to be looking for that timing, instead going straight into a 3rd command center.
Interesting.
And still cranking out a lot of Marines. Only a single attack upgrade for him, but of course Hwangsin's Forge is just started. So Apocalypse looking to have an advantage in many ways.
Did he start an upgrade out of the... Oh yeah, he has +1.
Yes. He got that very early.
Yep.
Of course, then decided to discontinue his upgrades.
It makes sense because he got that early engineering bay to get the early turret to deal with the Stargate play.
Definitely did, and now he's going to make sure there's no continued Stargate play, taking out that proxy pylon. Oracle poking around the back of the expansion.
No turrets there. He can get some SUV kills. That's exactly what he's going to try to do. Up to 7, 8 kills in total, but he gets taken out.
I don't know if that was quite worth it. Having that Oracle around in the mid game is great for revelation on a Terran army, so you know which direction they're going. You know if they're doing a big doom drop or if they're going to threaten a big frontal attack. As it is, he's going to have to rely on observers to do that, which of course, if he's producing a lot of observers, it's going to hurt his Colossi count.
+1 armor on the way here for Hwangsin. He's behind in upgrades at this point in time, but Thermal Lance getting finished up. 2 more gateways on the way for Hwangsin. Has Photon Overcharge available to deploy on the Nexus if he wants to. Also, 4 sentries full of energy. Actually, 5 sentries. So he should be able to force field. However, Apocalypse is going to try to take him off guard, stimming up the ramp, but there's great force fields from... He can even force field behind. Okay.
Yeah, if he was fast, he definitely could have done that. Of course, the medevacs probably would have saved some of the units.
Oh, that's true.
But he might have been able to get a little bit of damage on those medevacs.
Oh, he's going to deploy the Guardian Shield, and oh no, Apocalypse not prepared for this. Going to stim and try to run out of there, but that's a lot of stims on those Marines.
It is. He was able to save almost all of them, though. It was quite fortunate. Force fields didn't quite trap more of them. We can see Hwangsin's actually cut probes very early. He's adding more and more gateways, which means he's going to be looking to do his trademark 2 base timings. On the other hand, Apocalypse taking a 3rd base in location. I'm not sure if he can defend this. If Apocalypse... Okay, Apocalypse has identified it. He knows what Hwangsin's doing. Going for the counter drop to help buy some time. Hwangsin is going to defend that.
Units there. He had 2 Zealots, a Sentry, and 2 Stalkers waiting for that. So Hwangsin is going to be just fine. Meanwhile, extending across the map here with 2 Colossi, some Stalkers. How many Vikings? 4 Vikings in the air for his opponent. +1 armor is about to finish. Pretty much exclusively Marines in this competition, which Colossus are pretty good again.
They are. Apocalypse, he's not going to make the same mistake Bad Cop did, though. Look, he's in a very defensive posture, and he knows that every minute that passes, his Marauder count grows by 3 Marauders every 30 seconds. His Viking count increases at a very quick rate as well. All he has to do is defend until he can get more Vikings out. Yeah, unfortunately, he is supply blocked.
That's a big one, too.
And that was because he lost all those depots at the ramp.
Oh, Hwangsin might be going for Guardian Shield being deployed.
I don't know if he can do it. Apocalypse has a great defensive line here.
Colossi.
There are 4 Colossi, a very scary number. There's only a few Vikings, like you mentioned, a supply cap really hurting Apocalypse here.
Another Guardian Shield, and Hwangsin charging up the ramp here. Time Warp going down. Vikings trying to take down the Colossus. SCVs being pulled, but great force fields here from Hwangsin, leading the charge as Apocalypse with the SCVs, but all of them are going to get melted away. Hwangsin up 93 to 74 in supply. The Stalkers taking out the Vikings. Still 3 Colossus here from Hwangsin, but he's going to back up for now.
Oh, the Marine's getting brave.
Oh, no.
Apocalypse, is he really charging into... Oh, lost so many.
He has bunkers back here.
He did. That was an interesting choice. He's ahead in economy. He's ahead in production. He's ahead in upgrades. Just need to wait for those Vikings. Overextends just a little bit. Hwangsin comes up here, and he still has 2 Colossi. There's only a single Viking.
Yeah. Apocalypse is...
Marauder, and the rally's being camped as well. The 3 barracks on the low ground, any units they produce to be killed immediately.
Oh, shield your eyes if you don't want to see the mass destruction of the Terran race, as there is nothing to stop the Colossi from killing absolutely everything. And Apocalypse going to be out of supply. Hwangsin is going to be able to take him, or 2-1 Colossus is going to be taken out, but there's the GG from Apocalypse. Hwangsin making it work. He's able to even up the series 1-1. And again, just so many Colossi in the air, great control, and waiting for Apocalypse to make that one mistake.
Exactly, and that's all it takes in StarCraft 2. You make a big mistake and your opponent's ready to punish you for it, you're going to lose the game. That's exactly what happened there. Hwangsin, ready to pounce at a moment's notice, takes down that game. It was very close, though.
Yeah.
That hold, it was an extremely, extremely close defense there. A few little differences either direction, and we could have seen Apocalypse take down a series 2-2, or sorry, excuse me, 2-0.
Right.
But as it is, Hwangsin ties it up 1-1, and now he's forced a deciding match.
Yeah, I mean, and for Hwangsin just to make that decision to go up that ramp on a map like Akalon Waste, where Apocalypse has 3 bunkers, meant that Hwangsin was very confident in the ability of his units to get that work done. So great play there from Hwangsin. He's going to even up the series 1-1, which means The next game will be the decider. The winner of this next game will get a spot in the WCS America Premier League. Don't miss it. We'll be back after a quick break.